Hi guys, good morning. Happy coffee talk. There's going to be background noise today, so I'm just going to warn you in advance that everybody's awake at my house and doing all the things, and the puppies are making noise, and it's just going to be one of those episodes, so give me grace. Today's coffee is espresso, 2 espresso pods with 2 teaspoons of like benefiber. I've started adding that to my coffee. Sometimes I add collagen powder, and sometimes I add fiber because it's hard work to get enough fiber in your diet. And so I like to just dissolve it in my coffee. That sounds so much like a commercial. I hope you guys are impressed. They do not sponsor me. I have nothing to do with it. I just want to add some more fiber in my diet, and so I'm hiding it in my coffee. But they really should after that, like what sounded like an exact ad. So anyways, I'm drinking 2 shots of espresso in this like Rise Up cup. So Rise Up is it is a coffee shop / like place in Maryland. So on the Eastern Shore where I grew up, Eastern Shore of Maryland, is Rise Up Coffee. But now they've been so successful, they have locations all over the place in Maryland. So they are fantastic, and I love this mug because it reminds me of where I'm from and the coffee that I love there. So coffee talk message this morning is inspired by a tag. So when you guys tag me on Instagram or Facebook and the things that you're doing, it really means a lot to me because I love seeing the progress you're making, the things that you're working on, and tagging me makes me feel like I'm giving you a high five, like crushing it. And so I just got this tag from one of my Fitme clients, and she's postpartum. She's over a year postpartum, but she is really crushing it right now. So she's lost I want to say like 25 pounds or so, maybe 30 over the past couple of months. And so she's getting pretty close to back to where she was before she got pregnant. And she's in a really good groove right now. She works out consistently. She's running. She's doing things. And in this moment right now, it feels like that is what she is capable of doing. So what I mean by that is like she remembers what it felt like to do that, and she's doing that right now. And it feels doable. It feels doable for her to hit her nutrition targets every day, to drink her water, to check in with me, all of the things, right? But when in the tag that she just hit me with, it said, remember when you gave me the goal of just doing 25 workouts, no matter how long it takes to get there. Like, let's check that box. Because I remember when she very first started trying to get back to working out, committing to something like, I'm going to do, 5 days a week of high intensity exercise. I'm going to do 5 days a week of running. That was so far from what she could actually sustain. And it was demoralizing for her to be thinking that she should be doing that and then not being able to live up to that because her body wasn't in that place yet. Her life was chaotic with a new baby at home, all of those things. And so instead, we changed the goal, even though it was still working out being the goal at that point for her. It wasn't, I want you to work out 5 days a week. It was, let's shoot for 25 workouts. And in fact, we started with 10. And I said to her, I don't care how long it takes for you to get your 10 workouts done, but if you knock one out, then let me know. Message me and tell me you got it. And it did take a little while. And then once she got over that first 10, then she worked towards 25. And once she had 25 workouts under her belt, well, then we could add to it. Then it was like, okay, well, what does this look like now? But we took the doing it thing, exercise, and we changed it in a way that made sense for her in that season, that fit exactly what she needed. It was a victory when she did one, and it wasn't a like penalizing, point when she didn't. It was all about those little wins in the beginning. And that strategy worked for her and she built momentum. And that momentum translated into 30 pounds of weight loss and feeling much more like herself again. But it's humbling to start with that kind of strategy. But at the same time, this is where you start. And this is a testament to a couple things. One, to having a coach who can take the things that you're struggling with and then repackage it in a way that you could wrap your head around that fits your right now. That is what coaching does. Because if it's just like, oh, I need to work out, well, there's about 100 million different workout programs online. You could find one, go do it. But it's not usually about that. It's not about knowing what to do. It's about actually being able to do it and stick to it consistently. And part of that is having it be customized for you. And so when we talk about customizing something for you and how coaching can help you, that's really what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm going to give you deadlifts instead of, lunges. I'm saying that we're going to figure out how you can stick to this and do this. And yes, by all means, like you're a special snowflake, like you're going to need what you need, but that's not usually the problem. And so wherever you are right now with your goals, I want you to think if maybe this strategy would be helpful for you. When you first joined Fitme, you would see it in the, Fitme free intro group. The very first thing we want you to do is hit 10 plates. I don't care how long it takes you to get there. If it takes you a week, great. If it takes you a month, great. But that first 10 plate milestone is a big one because then we've got some momentum under your belt. Then we can build from there and say, okay, well, what does it look like if we start to do 2 plates a day? What does it look like if we start to check multiple boxes and you start to build momentum? But that first bite is show me you can do 10 plates. Let's do 10 plates together and see. And it's exactly the same strategy I used with her. And so I want to challenge you that if you have been struggling to get the ball rolling, you might be missing a couple of different things. One, you might just have the wrong goal around the thing you need to do. It just might not be working for you because if you've been saying you're going to work out 4 times a week, or if you're saying you're going to eat better and you're not doing it, it's not working for you. I don't care how good the strategy is. 2, you may need a coach. There's no shame. That is literally why we have Fitme set up the way we do, because it is incredibly powerful to have someone in your corner to help you, someone to give you advice, someone to give you accountability, someone to give you direction. I use a coach for so many things in my life. It works. It really works. And then the last thing I want to say is maybe it's time to get serious. Maybe it's time to get serious about doing things, right? Because at the end of the day, we have to take ownership over what we want. And it doesn't matter how we package our goals sometimes. If you're not serious about it, if it doesn't matter to you, it's not going to happen. And so getting serious about what you want is key, is so key. So that's where I want to leave you this morning for coffee talk. I want you to think about the things that you've been saying that you want, that you're trying to work on, and ask yourself the question of what do you actually need to make it happen? Do you need a slightly different version of the goal? Does it need to be packaged differently? Does it need to be doable and you can swallow your ego? Do you need some coaching and support to help you actually stick to it because you know that knowing's not enough? It doesn't mean you're going to do it. And maybe do you need to get serious? Is it time to make that commitment to yourself? So that's my coffee talk message for you this morning. As always, I love sharing a cup of coffee with you, and it really means a lot to me that you listen. I love connecting with you, hearing your feedback and thoughts on these episodes. So please reach out to me. Let me know where you're at. And if there's anything that I can do to help you, I will. And if I can't help you, I will for sure point you in the right direction of the person who can. So thanks again. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.